What, baby? You got something to say? I'm cleaning out the chicken coop today. Well, I started recording this after I cleaned it out. So here's the time lapse. The lady just pulled up. But yeah, here's the time lapse. Having chickens is nice, but they are kind of an annoying amount of work. Is it really worth it for 5 eggs a day? Well, they're pretty goofy. I like them. I gotta do a few other things. I gotta put a heat lamp in there. I gotta run drop cord from my water. And yeah. Boats are in for the winter, so it's pretty hard to move around my shop. But I did find 2 long extension cords. I won't be mowing for the rest of the year. At least until next spring. And I shouldn't need the heat lamp then. So, what I'm gonna do is I gotta test and make sure that my outlet is turned on. Because if it's not, I gotta play jungle gym and get deep into the... My bulbs are there. Get deep into my garage behind all the boats. And ideally, just flip a breaker. Ideally. Because these chickens actually went through like, a week of really cold, really cold nights. And it's not like they need it. They do if I want them to keep producing eggs. They haven't been producing eggs for the past 2 weeks, but it's not like they need it because if you think about it, homesteaders, they've had chickens for thousands, hundreds, if not thousands of years. And we didn't start artificial heating until, fuck, I don't know when. I just know it wasn't too long ago. It was 1900s probably. Other than, I mean, nobody had a wood fire stove. I'm talking about electricity, because nobody was putting wood fire stoves with their chickens. That's just a recipe for a fucking coop fire. Alright, first didn't turn on, so I'm gonna run up to the house and plug it in and make sure that it's not something with this, because I could just be stupid. Alright, so it turned on, which means that my fucking spigot outlet's not working. So that's another issue I gotta figure out. So I'm gonna climb back behind all these fucking lawnmower and 2 boats and 4-wheeler. Hope I can figure out what breaker it is without having to do too much walking back and forth, the process of elimination. Maybe oh, that's annoying. Breaker's over there. None of these are flipped off. Yeah, alright, well, let's go test that plug one more time. If it doesn't work, I'll just run a extension cord from the house. It's not the end of the world. So, alright, let's get out of here. There's something living under here. You can tell because those wet spots are actually where Dumb and Dumber are fucking licking. You see that doofus? Can you see down there? I don't know. I don't see anything. I'm actually gonna get underneath of here. That's kind of a bummer, but not the end of the world. Not the end of the world by any means. I'm gonna put this extra bulb in my tack shed. And then we're gonna plug in this extension cord somewhere. I can run it from my house. This tack room's pretty dirty. It's been kind of abandoned. What the hell? Why did I buy this one, man? I always go get something. It's like, man, I need a new one. Because I don't know where they are. And then I find fucking multiple. Putting that thing on there brought help, but I gotta wrap it around once or twice because odds are they'll get curious about the light. Jump up on this little roost we got right here. Try standing on it, whatnot, knock it down, and it'll land in a pile of hay. And sometimes you can get a nice coop fire going like that. Just go right on through. Oh, come on. Come on, you little. Oh, nice. Nice. Painless. I'll get a camera one day. I promise I will. But I got money to be invested elsewhere. Into my businesses and my homestead. Ideally, all my farm necessities, electricity for an outlet, power for my water pump. I got a well. Ideally, it would all be solar. That's the plan, anyway. Eventually. Just solar panels. I'd be a big fan of that. Bales are dropped off, so cool. Got those dropped off. Gonna give everyone food and water, and then spread some hay in the chicken coop, and I'm done. Took a little bit longer than I wanted, but you know, not the end of the world. One of the most important parts about changing the hay in a chicken coop is making it so they have a nice comfy bed to roost in. So they have somewhere comfortable to lay eggs, because if they're not comfy, you won't be getting any food, you won't be getting any breakfast. You want them warm, need some nice insulation in there. The warmer they are, the happier they'll be. So, should look about like that. Nice little bowl. I'm gonna fill up all these, even though I only have 5 chickens, but I'm gonna fill up all 10 of these, 12 of these, and then move into the floor. And that's simple. That's just throwing it. So, yep. I'm always talking about getting to know people. Just anyone, right? When especially when you're doing something like this, when you're building the farm, when you're starting a business, when you're just working by yourself, when you're trying to make your own way, even if you're not, even if you're on like some corporate job, you never know where the next opportunity is going to come about. I mean, just today when I got these bales dropped off, guy was super nice, friendly guy. We got to chatting for a little bit. I told him what I was doing. I showed him my field, showed him the greenhouse, and he said he's got an old hoop house that he's willing to just give to me because it's taking up space. And that's just because I was talking to somebody, man. I don't know. It's just kind of a blessing. It happens a lot. That type of stuff, that divine intervention, that I don't know what you want to call it. God's will, Buddha's path, whatever. There's a bunch of different names for it. But I do kind of believe in that. Where if you keep talking to people, it's most of the time, as long as you got good intentions, you'll be talking to people with good intentions, and you'll be able to pick those people out. And yeah, just kind of neat, huh? I just like that. I just like people, man. People are good. Alright, I'm gonna finish. The chickens will do most of the work as long as you make their beds pretty accessible. I mean, they'll get in there and they'll make their bed just like anyone else does, and they'll make it more comfy. So just give them a nice wad, spread it out a little bit, give them a hand. They'll handle the rest. I'll show you. And there we go. Nice bedding. They'll lay all that shit that's straggling down. But yeah, I'm gonna go get them food and water. I give my goats water because I already fed them. And I move all these bales. And then I'm done. Look at that big ass bit. God, she's a good looking chicken. Yeah. It's starting to rain, which is super pleasant, super great. Love that for me. So I'm gonna get all of these bales inside the goats, and then the rest of this is gonna get spread down in their bedding in there where I just poured their water. So chickens are happy, goats are happy. I fed them too, so I'm happy. The lady will be happy. Everyone's happy. All right, guys. Thanks for walking around my farm with me today. I need to get a selfie stick. Holding this with my hand is pretty annoying. But, yep, cool. Adios, or something. I don't know. What should I say when I say goodbye? Should I just do that? Goats have been given new bedding. Got all of our bales out of the weather. You can tell that I just got done by the dust.